everybody. How are you? Crafty Chefdiamond here. Who am I sporting today? Stitch is one of my friends. Hello, I am Chef Laura Stitch today, as well as I think I can show it to you. I've got my Stitch apron on. I made that. Yeah, that came from GBFKE. So I made a lot of aprons, and I just love my Disney characters, and you will see me in different Disney characters. So Stitch is at Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom, and he is one of my favorites. Actually, one of my son's favorite character. And I want to do some chef notes before I get into showing you my progress on our Disney Paint with Friends. So let me put Stitch's hands down here, and I want to welcome some new subscribers to the channel. Wow, guys, I am just, I don't know what to say. I am just so excited that the growth of the channel and everybody who is supporting one another in the YouTube family and the diamond painting community. Thank you so much. You guys are just so wonderful. In no particular order. So we have Cookie Lou Papas, Distracted Doodle, Chantel Arts, Dolls, Trolls, and More, Karen Davis, Lori Combs, Wolf Chai, Angela, sorry if I do your last name wrong, Cotillo, I don't know. Angela, welcome. Carol Sherbin, Nancy McLean, Mildred Santiago, Petey Pickles. Yeah, okay. Welcome to Crafty Chefdiamond's Crafting Kitchen. I'm really excited, and thank you to all my regular followers who follow me. It's just some quick update. Real Men Craft 2, I will be going live with him Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific his time, and we're going to, I think there's going to be some other guests, and we're just going to have a great time and talk about Disney, probably show our progress. You might see me sporting another Disney character because that's what I do. So I'm going to drop you guys down below. I had mentioned in another prior video that I wanted to kind of go over Run Disney 2010. It was a unique run, you guys, and I want to share that with you. And I know a lot of you can't stay. You're busy, you're working, you're doing your crafts and all of that. So I do want to show my progress first, and then once you see my progress, then you can tune out and go visit somebody else. Or I would love it if you stick around and listen to my Disney 2010 journey. I know Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery, she did a video about guidelines on YouTube. And so it took me a little bit because I'm going to show you some pictures, but I had to get approval from my family to make sure that I was allowed to show their pictures on my YouTube channel and get their permission. Also, 2017 Run Disney Wine and Dine is another really special Walt Disney World journey that I want to share with you. So right now, I'm just kind of going to share with you a little bit of the running etiquette, some of the stuff that I've learned. I am no professional in running. It's just an athletic sport that I've always wanted to do, and I took it on later in my years, and I started in 2008 and kind of haven't stopped ever since. And so from one runner to another runner, it's kind of like your crafts and kind of like diamond painting. We all do it differently, as well as my training for Run Disney and other marathons that I have participated in. Okay, guys, so without further ado, I'm going to drop you below, and I'm going to show you my my progress so far on this Mickey 5. And what you see behind me today, these are when you finish a marathon, these are the thermal covers that they give you so you can hurry up and get your body heat back to normal. Because when you finish a long run, and especially somebody like me who does double marathons, your body, as you cross the finish line, will start to freak out a little bit. Some don't, some do. But you want to hurry up and get your body temperature back to normal immediately. And if you can't, you need to go to an aid station and they will start working on you and getting your body temperature to where it needs to be. So this is great. Every year, unless they're going to have really hot weather, they will either have sponges and towels waiting for you at the end, not very cold, because you don't want to have very cold items on you after you've crossed that finish line. But if it's in cold weather, in January in Florida, it can be cold sometimes. It fluctuates. It always starts cold in the morning and gets warm as you progress through your Disney journey. But these are really important. So I just wanted to hang these up and show you what, one of them looks like, because a lot of people don't run. Some people don't know what running marathons, what goes into it. All right. I've talked about, I'm a hamster. I'm a Stitchy in a wheel today. Okay. Not a hamster, but, yeah. So I'm going to, and this right here, this is kind of stuff that we wear when we are running. And so I wanted to show you, this is actually the outfit that I ran in 2010. It was my very first Goofy double challenge. And so I can't wait to share that with you. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to drop you down below and we are going to get started. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Again, I have my progress covered up with a Run Disney thermal cover that I usually try to save all my memorabilia from Run Disney. So, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, I did some trivia questions and I forgot about them. So I want to just go over that really quick with everybody. Welcome to Disney Diamond Paint with Friends. The first question was, how many fingers does Mickey have? Mickey has 4 fingers. He has 3 and 1 thumb. What does Minnie's mouse bow represent? True friendship. What was Goofy's original name? Dippity Dog. How old is Donald Duck? He's 89 years young, born in 1934, June. What was Daisy's original name? Donna Duck. And what kind of dog is Pluto? He's a bloodhound. And I think I had one last one. And who does the dog belong to? Of course, you guys all know that answer. It is Mickey Mouse. Yay. So some more chef notes here. Just some Diamond Paint Disney with Friends update. Diamond painting with Cori. She is working on the same painting that I have, the Mickey and his 5 friends. Diamond painting with Jack. She has shown a Crystal Princess and some Disney stickers. Diamond Art Joy. She is working on Beauty and the Beast, and it's completed and looks beautiful. And I believe she has gone to another Disney painting. Hoyabella did Disney's and Friends, and she completed hers, and it looks wonderful. Burgsrun, she did the same Mickey 5 Friends, and she worked on Dopey and completed both, and now she is starting a new one, Beauty and the Beast. Shirley's Real Life, she's working on a Disney Princess. Crafting with V, she is working on Chippendale. Crafty Crone's Corner, she did a Christmas Star Wars. Diamond painting with Teeda, she did a very mini Minnie Mouse, and now she is working on a dog, and I think I got the information from her yesterday that there was a Disney Bruce. She's working on Bruce, so go visit her. Let's see, I have some more here. DP with Jackie, she's working on Disney Friends, and it's kind of cool. She is rolling a dice to find out what section she's going to work on next. That is so amazing. Agent Tink, she is working on the same painting, Mickey and his friends. She's almost done. She's done the outside. No, I'm sorry. Back up, Laura. See, I'm hamstring. She's worked on the middle, all the characters, and then she wanted to do all the outside of the black last. So look for an update on her. Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery. She is working on the same Mickey and his friends. She's completed Donald, Daisy, Pluto, and Goofy, and her challenge is to get it done before her birthday. And her birthday is this month. Happy birthday, Enza. We do have a new participant, Judy from All Fired Up Crafting Lounge. Hopefully she will be showing some progress pretty soon. Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea. She did Walt on his art board. And she did a beach scene with Mickey and Minnie. And I believe she did a cruise with Mickey and Minnie looking out into the ocean. And I think there was a ship off to the side. I can't remember because I've watched so many. Great job, Sweet Tea. Craft Bling and Nels. She's continuing to work on her Candy Girls, which represent Hollywood Studios. Crafting Sylvia. She posted her Mickey. Oh, and it's beautiful, guys. So go check out Scrapping Sylvia. Diamonds Around You. She is working on a Mickey Mouse, but hers is unique. It is a Mickey Mouse with all the characters in his feet, in his hands. Amazing. Go check her out as well. Real Men Craft 2. He is doing a double Mickeys. One is on the top, one is on the bottom. So whichever way you want to turn your canvas after you frame it, you can have the Sorcerer Mickey on the top, and then you can have Mickey with his paintbrush down below with the swirl of colors. Amazing. Go check him out as well. I think I have everybody. Everybody's links are going to be down below in my description box. Go visit everybody. I might not have everybody, updated, but I did the best of what I have seen so far. You guys are doing a wonderful job on your Mickeys. I'm just enjoying this so much. I believe August is Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery. She's doing empowerment. I did make a video about September to see if you guys wanted to continue with Disney. I had a great response, and Disney can always be all year round. But anyways, unless somebody comes up to the platform and says they want to take over September with a theme, for right now, because if you want to order any canvases, if somebody comes up to the platform and makes a theme up for Diamond Painting with Friends, we need to either check our stashes or possibly order. So it's kind of important, if anybody is interested, to start making those announcements. So unless somebody makes an announcement, I believe a lot of us are still working on large canvases. We still have plenty of Disney in our stash. And so we're just going to continue on with Disney for September. But remember, somebody can come up to the plate and change it, and you're more than welcome. I am not the leader for Diamond Paint with Friends. It's whoever wants to pick a theme for the month. And if it's workable in your stash, or you want to purchase a painting and join along with everybody and do the engagement, it's been wonderful. I've really, really enjoyed this, and I'm so glad that I didn't start it, but I joined into it in May, and have it continue on. Again, November and December again are open to anybody to the platform that would like to pick a theme, and you would just make an announcement in one of your progress videos. And I think it's really kind of cool because there was an announcement yesterday. Diamond Painting with Teeda. She is going to host January Paint with Friends Superheroes. Oh my goodness. Now she said it might change. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it's written in stone completely, but my comment back to her was, what a great way to kick off 2024 with a superhero, and I'll be doing my dopey Run Disney, and I'm going to have Superman flying right behind me. I've got quite a few superheroes in my stash. Some of you guys might have some superheroes in your stash, or this is an opportune time for you if you're interested in January superheroes diamond paint with friends to get that canvas now. They do go fast. There's Marvels out there. There's just so much. But again, sometimes you have to watch out with the mailing and everything. And after Christmas with the returns and the postal system, now's the time to start thinking about it. Okay, so I am sporting my Disney cup that you get every time that we go to Walt Disney World. And this will supply your drinks while you're staying at a resort 24/7. It's not available in the parks, but we hook them to our book bags and stuff, and we fill them up with water, and then we have a great day. All right, you guys, I am going to show you my progress. I could have finished this yesterday, but I just wanted to wait. Okay. Ta-da! Here we go. I am so pleased with this. This is amazing. Look at the sparkle. It's just, you can look at it sideways, and it's just great. And I'm going to get me a nice frame. Now you see I have one section left because I do enjoy Run Disney Dopey Challenge. I will undo this real quick. I left Goofy for the end. There we go. I just have that little strip to do, everybody. Just that little bit right there. So yeah, I'm going to finish him tonight. So I kind of brought him up here yesterday, and while I was waiting for permission from my family so I could actually, talk about them, show some pictures, and hopefully without a glare. So this is my progress. So pleased, so pleased. And then my next one, I will be starting that Craft Blings and Nels gave me. There are many restaurants and cafeterias and eateries in Walt Disney World. And so I picked one of those. She sent me Chef Angels with food. And yeah, so I'm going to work on one. And then I was thinking maybe I was going to do the egg. But then I was thinking maybe the pot of soup or the ladle, because the pot of soup represents Epcot. And who is at Epcot? Ratatouille and Remy. Yeah, so, or I could do the ladle because, of course, Epcot and Ratatouille. All right, guys, I'm going to now, you've seen my progress, so if you wanted to tune out and go and enjoy the rest of your day, and stay tuned and go in YouTube world in our great community and go check out everybody else and their progress. Go visit them. If you haven't subscribed to them, hit the like button for them and subscribed. We're a great family, and I'm just having so much fun. All right, so I'm going to pull this down, and if you do leave for right now, I'll see you in my next video. If you're sticking around to listen about my 2010, welcome everybody. All right, I thought I had my 2010 medals. This was a really special marathon, but just to give you a little bit of background about running and what involves in running, it's a lot of work, guys. A lot of work. So just to show you really quick, oh goodness gracious, I keep this on my wall and I pulled it down. This is what a basic, and I use the beginner one because I enjoyed this training program, and I've just continued on with it. So you are running 3 to 4 days a week. It depends on your schedule. This is a 20-week program. And you will notice right here, these are your long runs. And you notice how the miles go up and down, okay? Everybody is different, but what happens is you're having your body flex, and you're going back and forth. You'll go high miles, and then you go low miles, and high miles, and then low miles, and you start adding those big miles in. So by the time you get to week 17,
Well, actually, it starts at 18. No, let's go with 16. 16, then you break it down to 12. Then you go to 18. Then you go down to 12. Then you're going to do you're going to do a 20 miler. And a lot of times in your training program, if you can do a 20 miler and you do it in your pace time, then all you have to do is add 6 more miles to it and you have accomplished your full marathon. And then it goes back down because you want to rehab your muscles and do an easy run. And then you will go travel to what destination that you need and go do your marathon. Okay, so a lot of people don't know what this means right here. All of these things right here. So let's start off with the fancy word, fartlek. That is speed work. And so on these particular days that you see this fartlek, you're going to do your marathon pace, and then you're going to kind of speed up, and you're going to do 3 or 4 sprints. And it'll tell you here, you need to do 3 of them. So in this 6-mile run, you're going to pick 3 times that you're going to sprint and give it some gusto and go for it. And that is flexing your muscles and getting your endurance up. All of these miles here are building endurance. Okay. ESE means easy, short runs between 2 and 4 miles. You're just running easy. You should be able to have a great conversation. You shouldn't be out of breath. You're just enjoying everything around you when you do those easy runs. MWL, that is your midweek run. So you start off easy in the beginning of the week, and then you go to up to 5 or 7 miles in the middle of the week because you're preparing your muscles for the weekend long run. And then MP means your marathon pace that you want to do. And a marathon pace is 30 to 45 seconds faster than your normal pace. And that's how you build endurance. So this is what a training schedule looks like. And then after we get done, you can either mark off your days, your weeks. I continue to use this year after year, but I do keep a running journal, just like I do. I have a diamond painting logbook. You're going to log your miles, what run you did for the day, what went well for the day, what did not go well for that run, how many miles you did, and how many miles did you put on those shoes. I'll have 3 to 4 pairs of different shoes that I run and train in because you put a lot of miles in on your shoes, and my limit is 350 miles, and then those shoes get donated to either a rubber factory to make gym equipment or playground pads outside for schools, or if the shoes are in still pretty good condition, they'll rehab them and send them to children's homes, anybody who needs them. It's like a donation type thing. All right, so that is that. So just to let you know, in between all of that, I started my journey in 2008 was with the Marine Corps Marathon, and my sister-in-law, Deb, we did this together. She trained in Colorado. I trained in Virginia. I did a lot of it in DC, and we did it with Team in Training. And we had her sister-in-law had a rare blood disease, which involved lymphoma society. And so we ran in honor of her. And also I ran, my son was in the Air Force, and I think where was he? He was in Germany. I don't know. He was in Germany, I think. He was stationed in Germany, but then he was sent out to Iran, Iraq. I don't know which one. But anyways, I dedicated this run for him as well as my husband's little brother that passed away at, I think, between 3 and 5 years old. I don't know all the details, and he had leukemia. So this was a special first run for both of us. Deborah flew out to Virginia, and we did the race together, and it was great. Team and training, you do have coaches. They set you up on a training program. You start all of your training in May. Memorial Day is the kickoff, and then you will start training all the way till October, and then you will do your run. And a lot of people think, well, okay, you did one in 2008, but you have to remember my first Disney run was 2009. So October, you have actually 2 months to go in and get ready for that Disney run, because Disney is the first week of January. So 2009 was my very first Disney run for 26.2 full miles. I was going to join the team in training. I did sign up for team in training because I raised an X amount of money for the Marine Corps, which was in October, and then I was getting ready to fly to Florida to do my first one. I wanted to be with team in training, but I couldn't raise the money enough. So whatever monies I did raise, I gave it to them, and then I just went ahead and registered on my own. And then from there, you go back home, you rest a little bit, and you get right back into training, because I did a lot of marathons back to back. So then in 2009, I went to Virginia Beach, and I did my first Shamrock Marathon. And a good friend of mine that lives near me, well, she's 3 hours away now. She moved away. But anyways, we went down there. We spent almost a week at Virginia Beach. We kind of made a little vacation out of it, and then I ran the Shamrock. And the reason for running the Shamrock is March is my birthday month, and I wanted to do it, and we were on the beach, and we had a great time. Then I went back. You do local runs in your area to keep in shape, as well as going following your training process. And then I registered for the Denver Marathon. So from Shamrock, I went straight into the Denver Marathon, and that was a unique run because I am from Denver. I hope there's no glare here. And yeah, let's see. Sorry, guys. All right. You see my cell phone glare. Okay, so this is Deborah. This is me. Okay, better that way. You'll see my reflection. And this is my mom. She was 76 years old and did the half marathon Denver. Yeah, and Deborah did the Denver half marathon, and I did the full marathon of 26.2 miles. And this was us before the race. That was a tough race. When I the first 3 races that I did, my first 3 marathons, everybody was saying, hey, did you hit the wall? I'm like, what wall? What are you talking about? What wall? A lot of people at mile 18 to 20, you hit a wall, and it's like you can't move. It's like everything in your body stops, and you can't get the energy to get those feet moving from left to right and to keep going. So my first 3 marathons, I'm like, I don't know what that is. I've kept myself motivated, and everything was great. Denver, this girl hit the wall. I hit the wall. I could not move. You can't mentally, there's just something inside of you that your body just says, I'm not going anymore. And then you have to fight it off, mentally fight it off. And I did that. And it was crazy. Now I know what hit the wall is all about. And it is crazy. Okay, so this is me at the finish line. This is my older sister, Linda. And she and I think my other sister's right here. You cannot see her. You will see on my wrist, I have all my bracelets. I was wearing Jeffrey with me. All my family was there. Just amazing. And these right here, this is called a wrist time. These are your paces. And you wear a pace watch as well as a band, and I'll show that band to you in just a moment. And you try to stay within that time limit on your band. Once I hit the wall and going downtown Denver, the pavement was uneven. It was hard, and the streets were busted up. There was a lot of construction. We went into the historical area of Denver. And I have to say, this was my toughest marathon. And when I finally hit that finish line, I was glad it was over with. I had trained with I decided to pick some fancy shoes, and those were the wrong shoes to wear. And I had huge blisters, black toes. I had runner's toe. But I knew in the middle of the race, if I took that shoe off to try to bust that blister to get the pressure off, I was done. They were going to sag me. So I had this huge blister on my baby toe. And after I was done, the first thing, I hurried up, you get your medal, they give you towels and stuff to clean off. There's music playing, there's bands. You get yourself cleaned up, and I hurried up and I ran to a first aid station, met my family, and I took the shoe off, and it was like, holy moly, how did you run, Laura? I had a blister this tall on my baby toe. The pressure was so high that when they popped it immediately, the pressure, I know this is gross and I'm sorry, close your ears if you can't handle icky stuff. The pressure of the blister flew across the street, and it was like somebody was doing what do you call it? I don't know. It was once you have something, the pressure builds up and you have this stream of water. It looked like a fountain. It measured all the way across the street. It was crazy. So we got that fixed, and they gauzed me up and all that good stuff. So that was my Denver marathon. Again, in 2009, you continue to train, and I did the Marine Corps marathon again. So, and then you go straight into 2010, Run Disney, which was my first Goofy challenge. These are my medals. I could not find the actual ones. Maybe I donated them. But this was a really good run. So my half marathon, I did great. My time was 2:27, and then my full was 5:35. So this is your Goofy half medal. This is your Goofy 10 medal, and this is you get this medal for achieving it. These are the bands that you can wear. That was my time that I wanted, but of course I did 2:27. I'll accept it. But when you see the little yellow areas here, these are your time points. If you're not on task at that point with your pace watch, you're not going to be able to achieve this, okay? This was my time that I wanted. I set it for 5 hours, did pretty good. Sometimes when you start off, you have to remember not to go for the gusto when you start off. If you go too fast in the beginning, you're going to struggle down here. You have to train and find that happy medium, okay? So, Run Disney is just a well-organized marathon. So organized. And this marathon also, I will tell you, I qualified for a coast-to-coast. So when you do a coast-to-coast, that means you qualified for this one, and then you go to California and you run their half marathon, and you earn the coast-to-coast medal. You see, it's 2010. So this was in September. So this was in January, and then you do all your local runs. I think I've done like a couple of marathons in between. Even my time was even better. So I did the half marathon in 2 hours and 25 minutes and 47 seconds. That was a great accomplishment. The original medals for these, I do not have anymore. I did have a trainer. Actually, I was back in the food industry, and was it food? Yeah. Yeah, I was in the food industry and I was working nights. So after I would get off work at night, I worked 3 to 11. I would gear up, and if I would get off work early, I would go to the military base and I would run the track. And I had a coach with me, and I promised that these medals would go to my coach because he was there with me every single night, making sure that I was safe while I was running around the track, getting my miles and my training in. And then we would see a couple of deer that would come out. There was a couple of raccoons. Just a lot of, it was fun. He did a great job, but those medals went to him. So then let's get back up to Run Disney 2010. So we went there. You know, Disney has a great organized run, and all of our family was going. Deborah was there. Her mother-in-law was with us, and she was celebrating her remission from cancer. So our family members, you can purchase these. They're Run Disney. It's called the Cheer Squad. Whether they have this anymore, I don't know. But you have bells in here. You have Disney clappers are in here. I believe they gave you a camera. You could take pictures, and when you take pictures with their camera, it would have Disney background, as well as you can get other professional pictures done at Walt Disney World. And then you get a t-shirt. So this was their package, and you pre-order these, and that means you get to sit in the good seats at the end of the marathon as you watch us go in. So that was that. Then you would go to this expo, and I'm going to show you pictures of the expo. You would go to the expo, and the first thing you're going to do, you're talking 30,000 people are running these races, and it grows more and more each year. So you need to go get your running packet. You have to get your number. They will make sure that you run over the pad to make sure that your time will be registered on run day. And so that takes a little bit of time, that you go to the big sports center to get all of that. And then from there, you walk all over to the expo. And if you want to pick up any gels, any running clothes, everything that you need to know about running is going to be at the expo center. And it's just amazing. If you ever decide to run, or you want to run Disney, if you purchase anything besides gels, if you didn't train with that gel, save it for when you get home. You can really mess yourself up. If you're following a regular training process at home, follow the same process. If you buy any new techniques, new clothes, new shoes, don't wear them on run day. Run with what you have and what you've trained with. These are some of the things that I would pick up. These are what I use. They're called Stingers and honey gel. And you have to make sure that you drink quite a bit of fluid with it as soon as you squeeze these in your mouth. This gives you instant energy. If you don't drink, you're going to get stomach rot. Also, this is what I sport on my back. I carry Goofy with me because it's the Goofy Challenge. And this carries 2 quarts of Gatorade. The marathon offers Powerade. That rots my stomach, so I have to have Gatorade. And I will stop at the water stations sometimes to get beverage, but a lot of times I pass them up. Then you have pockets here, and that you can add your gels in there, your cell phone. You have more pockets here. So you have pockets everywhere, listening to your music. It's just great. And then I think Cigna, I can't remember what this was for. I think our shirts were in this. You will get 3 shirts for whatever challenge that you're doing. And these are the shirts that you will get. My Mickey Mouse one, I don't know what happened to it. Not Mickey Mouse, my Donald Duck. So this is the shirt that you get. That means that you've completed all of the challenge for Goofy. And then this is the one that you will receive for doing the full marathon on 2010. And like I said, I don't know what happened to Donald Duck. This was the 2010. These are old shirts. I don't know. A lot of them I keep, or some get donated. I don't know what I did with it. So let me tell you a little bit about Run Disney 2010. We knew it was going to be cold in the morning. We really knew it was going to be cold. And so we went ahead and, you know, we had our trash bags and, let's see, some of these are some of the medals that you can get for Run Disney for the marathon. And it has the date, January 9th through the 10th. This was doing the half marathon. This one was for doing Coast to Coast. And it was the 5-year anniversary for Coast to Coast. And again, another edition for 2010 Coast to Coast half marathon. So we knew it was going to be very cold, and we prepared, but we didn't expect what happened. And it broke its history. 2010 is Florida's history for Run Disney, everybody. You're not going to believe it. Okay, so we had our trash bags. I had what you saw me wearing earlier, but we didn't prepare. Normally, if it starts cold in the morning, from there, it would warm up. Oh my gosh, you guys, there was a cold snap. On Saturday, we ran the half marathon, and 26-degree weather never changed. It was rain. It was sleet. We knew it was going to be cold, but something happened with the jet stream overnight, and it just plummeted. We were miserable. Miserable. I can't believe I had the time that I had. What was it, 2:27? Because I was so cold. I had to get out of it. I had to finish. This is one of the towels that Run Disney will give you after you're finished. Just have all kinds of stuff. Sorry, I'm bumping you. I'm gonna move you. Okay, so this is my family. And of course, it's right after Christmas, so everybody, they still have all the decorations up. So this is my husband, Joe. Of course, this is me. This is Deborah, her husband, Doug, and this is Oriole. And it was special because she was in remission from cancer. And before I get started, so the half marathon, I wore this hat. This is my original running hat. It says Georgetown Running Company. You can see I left it. It's all sweaty. It's nasty. Run Disney was the last time that I retired this hat. This hat has a lot of miles on it. So you see I have the pin for that I finished the first Goofy Challenge. And it says Georgetown Running Company. When I ran my very first team in training, that's where everybody went to go purchase their very first shoes. So here's your team in training. And I made these bows, and I actually sold them in DC to earn money for team in training. Then I did the Shamrock Marathon. Then right here, my father, he's Navy, so he was always with me. My son is Air Force, active duty. My husband, retired Air Force, and he worked for Metro. That was his very first Metro hat. My mother loves horses, so there's the horse. Deborah, she loves ladybugs, so she was with me. And my mother-in-law made this for the end, and then I would put my hair through here. And like I said, it's a mess, but it's retired. So that was my last run. So the half marathon, this is what I wore. And this is probably all of this sweat and nastiness is from the snow, the sweat, and the rain. So, and then of course, thank goodness I had these. I had some half mittens, never came off, never. So then let's see, this is us at the Expo, and I was all excited because I signed up for the Coast to Coast. This was a little bit at, it's a different name now. I don't know, it's at one of the shopping areas, and this is all made out of Legos. Okay, let's see if I can bring this over. That's so much on my prep table here. Okay, see if I can zoom you in a little bit. Ugh, I don't know if that's going to be any good. Sorry, y'all. Nope, that's not going to work. And that one's not going to work. Sorry, guys. So we'll go here so you can see it. Okay, this is Deb and I at the start of getting ready to go stand in line. We were in different corrals. She was she's a wogger. I'm a runner. So I believe I was very excited. I think I was in B or C corral. So I'm in the front of the pack with my time. So you have to register your time. Here we go over here. You can see us before the start of the race. You can see how well we are. We all have our special gear on. I've got that same shirt on. It was a different pack. I'm sorry, there's the glare. But we're by the soldier from Toy Story. And then I'm wearing special pants that they're kind of like papery, but waterproof. And then you just get rid of them. And then you have, here's everybody in trash bags. And there's the snow. Then you have the family reunion area. It says here, Laura and Deb, we rose very early. They walked to the food court. We all had breakfast and oatmeal and bagels. Many of the other marathoners were there to greet one another, to take a snap of everybody. Let's see, next took the bus. We took the bus. Da, 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 da. We watched snow to begin to fall. Chatted with the other marathoners. Grabbed a snap of Deb with some other guys. We were freezing. It was freezing. You can see us right here. This is the finish of the reunion area. Remember, they had the cheer squad. Here are pictures of us starting the marathon right here. I did get rid of the lower part of my britches, but I never finished taking the rest of my items off. Okay, so over here, these are pictures from the photographer. This is in the middle of the marathon. This is Deborah in the middle of the marathon. This is me looking I was miserable. I was totally miserable. You just would not believe. And then you had people that were wearing different outfits and didn't care what was going on. This is me getting ready to finish. This is Deb coming in. This is me in the blue coming in. Deborah finish. My finish. And her finish. And this right here, this is the outside area. And everybody is, you're just freezing. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Deborah's time was 4 hours, and mine was 2:27. But because it was so cold, I came in, and all of a sudden I couldn't control my body. I couldn't get my body temperature up. My husband had to take me into one of the outhouses and pull up all of my clothing and pull his clothing up and put his body against mine to get warmth on me. The thermal blankets didn't work. You're wet. It's snowing. So you're just miserable. My teeth were, I couldn't control my mouth. I was in the first stages of hypothermia. It was miserable. And knowing that this was the first day that I had one more day to go through with this cold snap. So that Stitch hat And the gloves, I didn't wear those gloves. I wore the other gloves I took from my son. And I said, I am going to be stitched tomorrow because I needed to keep my head warm. So you will see me right here running the full marathon right here. And I'm wearing Stitch. And here's some of your other runners. You can tell they're cold and miserable. This is the sea of people. It's just amazing. You can tell right here, it's hard to keep runners etiquette because it's so crowded. It's very, very crowded. Again, it was very cold, but the sun was out. You could see I am miserable at this point. This is, again, some of the trails. Mile 18. Oh my gosh, you guys. Mile 18 to mile 21 is miserable. You have to get your mind set. All you're doing, you're behind Animal Kingdom. You're going through all of their treatment center, the sewage center. You do have characters that are there. It stinks. It's a lot better now, but 2010 was a long time ago, so there's been a lot of improvement with Disney. They would have signs. You had to you were reading the signs, and those, about that time is when you can start to hit the wall, and they would have bands playing, but you have to get yourself mentally focused. So usually mile 18 is like, oh my gosh. You had military out there running. There's Tinkerbell over there. You have many characters. And again, crossing the finish line right here. I was so excited to cross the finish line. And then here's some other people that were crossing the finish line. And you meet so many people along the way. It's just amazing. And then you have Goofy. And let's see. There you go. There's me finishing it. And then she's got me down at 5:35:09. My clock time was 5:47. Chip time was 5:35. Overall pace, 109.02 over 1693.2. Gender, oh, these are my placements out of everybody that was there. Okay, gender placement, I was 4,482 females over all of 8,192. My division place, I came in 454 out of 907. My age bracket, we'll leave that alone. The 5-miler, I did in 1 hour. The 10-miler, 2.1109. The half was 2.52. And 20 miles was at 4:21. After you hit mile 20 and you get into the 20, you finish off your 26 miles. It's a lot of mental, guys. And it's, it's really good. I enjoyed it, but it was cold. You see everybody's wearing hats. We were freezing again. And here are the frozen flowers. The whole complete resort was frozen. And then flip over here. This is me with my finishing medals. I was so excited to have that done. So then when Deborah came in, I wanted to be with her when she came in, and I couldn't do it. We had to hurry up and get me on a bus, get me back to the hotel, and get my body under control. So then after that, you have to continue to walk the next day. You got to get your body moving. So we went to Epcot, and we have our family picture here. And then Deb and I chose just to wear our finisher medals. I wanted to do that. A lot of them wear all of them, and you're just clanking all day long. I just wore one, and that was my finisher Goofy challenge. And then Deb, she finished her Donald Duck half marathon. And then this is all of our family. And then the rest is history. We had a vacation after that, and we just had a great time. And so the rest is, I'm not going to get into it because that's our vacation. But that was Run Disney 2010. Really, guys, it was an adventure. It was cold. But I do have something that I share that I do every single time I run a marathon. It's a ritual that I do. So a lot of us, when we very first get started on a marathon, we drink pickle juice. You have to, because you're going to sweat and you're going to get all that salt. But my thing is, as soon as I am finished, I get to treat myself with a Mickey Mouse Rice Krispie bar. And I have to have chicken noodle soup because of the salt. I need to replace the salt. And for some reason, that was my focus point, knowing that once I finished the race, I was going to have a hot cup of coffee, chicken noodle soup. And I made these yesterday, and these are a little bit larger that you get at Walt Disney World, but you go and you purchase all of this prior to your run, and you treat yourself to a Rice Krispie bar. And then when you're done and you go to the parks and you've massaged your body, you've done your ice bath and all that good stuff, then we would go to, it's Downtown Disney, but at the time it was a different name. It was called something Springs. Disney Springs. Is it Disney? No, it was Downtown Disney at the time. Now it is called Disney Springs. But Goofy has a candy store. And every time we go there, we go and we pick up more stuff. And that particular year, yes, I save all my stuff, everybody. It was Mickey's Celebration with the balloons. So you will see a lot of times if I make a comment on your YouTube channel, I will put like a star and then the castle and a balloon, because that year Mickey's Celebration was his friends and balloons. So we go to the candy store, and I made this yesterday because they have one like this, but it's a lot larger. But this is a good size. This one, I had a fun time putting this together. And then, we get more Rice Krispie bars. I've never gotten the really big one, but this is what we do, our Run Disney. And that particular year, 2010, we became members of the Vacation Club. So exciting. So that's when we bought our timeshare, and Bay Lake Towers is our home resort, but you can travel to all the other resorts. And then you get one of these and you wear this on your lanyards. So much fun. My son made this for me. We had an adopted child with special needs, and he made this for me. And I have on my runner's camelback, this is, oh my goodness, where is it? It's all rusted and everything. But it says, "Go, Mom, go." That was my way back in, I think it was, 2009. Yeah, it's all rusted, but it goes with me everywhere. And just to backtrack a little bit, 2009, they didn't have foot plates. Now that when you're running, you have these big plates that you would step on the finish line. They didn't have those. 2009, you had to have this hooked to your shoes, your tennis shoes. And this is how you would register this. Go on your shoelaces and hook to the top of your shoe. And this is how and you had to register it. And this is how they clocked your time. Amazing. Technology, time. Isn't that something? It says 2009 on there. Well, you guys, I have kept you here enough. I just wanted to share my Run Disney 2010. And then here's your Mickey memorabilia. Oh no, Donald Duck memorabilia. This was the 5-year running half marathon with Run Disney. Look at that, Corral B. Y'all know what that means, right? Corral B. Do you know how hard it is? This is, okay, Corral A. That's your top runners. That's the ones that are trying to make, they can do it in an hour or even less, okay? So you go through corrals. You are Corral A all the way to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, okay? If you're in G, you're in the back of the bus. It's going to take you, the marathon starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. You are probably not going to take off until about 8 or 8:30. Corral B, I was right behind your top runners because my time registered really good, and they said, okay, you can go into Corral B. You have to be careful with Run Disney also. You have to meet a 16-minute mile pace in order to stay in the series. If you do not maintain the 16, they do everything with Disney to keep you motivated and talk with you. The people are on bicycles to keep you going. But if you hit that one level where they know that you are not going to make it, they will sag you. They put you on a bus and they keep it secret and they pull you in. When you go to Run Disney, you have this entertainment area, and it's kind of by the finish area. And from there, they have all lines and lines of porta potties. And behind the porta potties, and then you have your aid station. So what they do is they take a van. They pick up the people that they know are not going to make it because they have to open the roads. Disney they open their parks at 10 a.m. and a majority of us are already done, but we know that we're going to have, that's why they set the 16-minute pace time. If you're way beyond that and you decided to spend too much time with the Disney characters taking pictures and stuff, you have to be careful. You have to watch your time. That's why these are really important to follow. If you're staying ahead of yourself or in the mix of this time zone that you picked for yourself, you can stop and have photographs done with your Disney characters because they're throughout the whole race. But if you get behind, or you always have to allow time too, if you have to use the restroom during a marathon at that time, you have to remember you're going to stand in line. So a lot of times I don't even do the porta potties. I go find a bush and I get it done, get it over with. You carry hand sanitizer with you, or you get a clean cloth the next time that you hit a rest station. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, in 2010, every water station, we slid into the station. That's how bad it was. It was all iced over. And of course, you don't have salt for snow and ice in Florida. And you had to be really careful because as people were running, they throw the water glasses down and it froze immediately. So that was another little thing. Okay, I got sidetracked. What was I going to say? Because I'm probably losing everybody now. Okay, so anyways, so behind in the center, they bring you in. They make sure that you're okay. They know that you're going to feel down and you're going to not feel very happy because they sagged you, but they do it privately. They will pull you into a tent, make sure you're okay, and then they will give you your medals, and then you exit out the other area to the family waiting area, because once you get sagged, you cannot cross the finish line. But they do give you your medals. You paid for them. You worked hard for them. They want you to feel good about what you did, but you just couldn't finish it up. So if you went home and you told your friends, yeah, you were at the Disney Marathon, you don't have to tell them you got sagged. You can still show them their medals and tell them what experience you had. It's an experience. It's a very well organized Run Disney. My 2010 thermal was destroyed because it was so messed up because my husband did everything he could to get my temperature up. And so when Deb was finished, her time was like 4 hours and something. It was a rough day for her. She had a lot of knee injuries and she was just coming off all these different marathons. And your body takes a toll. You have to take care of your body. And when you already have knees that are and the cushion in your kneecaps are starting to go, which hers was, but she was still a fighter and a trooper. I think she was almost bone on bone. She'll be getting knee replacement surgery soon. But her running days are pretty much over. She does enjoy walking in nature and photography. And yeah, guys, so I just wanted to share that with you, and I will see you on my Mickey and Friends finish. Thank you so much. Chef Diamond is going to leave for the day because I've talked your ear off and it looks like almost an hour. And I hope you stayed with me. And I hope you leave a comment down. And I will see you. Actually, I will see you Saturday. Don't forget, Richard's Live, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are going to talk Disney. Bye, guys. Crafty Chef Diamond out. See ya.